All right, what is up, my earth sign? So, this is going to be your spiritual gift reading. This is just going to be a brief overview of some of the gifts that some of you may have. Now, we all have gifts in one way or the other. So, some of these, I think this poor man just ran his bicycle in the back of somebody's car. Bless his heart. I'm on the balcony in New Orleans, so you're going to hear cars, you're going to see people, or hear people screaming. Look at my glasses are leaning to the side. What the hell? So, anyway, if you hear these sounds or whatever, just kind of bear with me. It won't be too noisy, but it's a beautiful day, so I wanted to come out. So basically, what I was trying to say, some of you are going to be connecting to these gifts. They may resonate with some of you, may give you a better understanding of why you do what you do or how you do what you do. So for some of you, you're definitely going to make a connection. Want to make a connection to everybody, but get in where you fit in. If you want to get a more personalized reading, you can definitely contact me on my booking page and we can look deeper and into an individual reading. Let me get it out. So we're going to be using the Spirit Gifts deck. It's a little deck that I created. It's about 24 cards in it. I want to make it bigger. I want to add more things to it. I'm so horrible when it comes to putting my cards out there. But I like this card because it's straight to the point and it kind of gives you an overview of your gifts. So let's look. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, my earth signs. What are your spiritual gifts? Earth sign spiritual gifts. All right, let's look into it. Before they blow away. That's interesting. Okay, well, that will kind of go hand in hand. All right, so my earth signs, some of you definitely are empathic, which means that you can pick up or read people very well. You may pick up the energy, you may pick up emotions. Some people, a lot of times, it's the emotions. You go hang out with somebody, they're depressed, you're trying to lift them up, next thing you know, you're depressed. Or you go into a crowd of people, there's an argument, and then all of a sudden you're hot headed or you're in the mood to kick ass too, and you don't know why. For some people, this is just having the ability to read people's energy. Some empaths will definitely take the energy on, whether it's anger, whether it's depression, whether it's lust. Some of them will really connect with somebody and feel like there is this pull to either take their energy. Some of you are going to be connecting with people that are narcissistic, energy vampires, that are going to try to feed off of you. So, as an empath, it's a good thing to try to, I want to say, ground yourself. Put yourself in a position where when you go around certain people, you keep your protection up. You say your prayers, you do your cleanses, because some of you are going to attract people that literally are going to drain you. They're going to be no good for you. These are going to be people that constantly come to you for help, telling you their problems. I need you to help me. A lot of times empaths attract manipulators, people who are charming, people who know how to play the games, because a lot of empaths want to save the world. So if they can't save the whole world, they normally start off with one person. And this could be a relationship, whether it's this romantic or platonic. But for some of you, you could be dealing with this energy and needing to learn how to ground yourself and how to keep your protection up. Um, I feel for some of you, if you have been feeling this way lately, where you feel drained, you could be in need of a spiritual cleanse. Now, there's a ton of cleanses online that are just basic that can help you feel better, especially if it comes to just picking up any type of negative energy from work or from toxic people that you deal with. You can find a lot of those on the internet. For some people that are going through a really deep depression, and it's because maybe you picked up some type of energy or attachment and you don't know how to deal with it. Some of you may be going into deeper cleanses or happen to look towards a priest or a priestess, somebody that can help you um, get a deeper understanding of what's going on and possibly even take it off if it needs to be taken off. Now, earth signs. Normally, with the other signs, I didn't see an obstacle for their growth, but for you, you do have an obstacle. It won't apply to everybody. Some of you definitely are going to have some type of religious conflict when it comes to opening up your gifts. Do I really, almost like, I'm sorry, that was a red wasp or something. I was about to dive. For some of you, you could be feeling like this is bad. I don't want to do this. This is not appropriate. This is not God given. This is not has anything to do with Jesus. This is, some people go to the extreme. This is Satan, the devil, and it's just craziness. Of course, I'm going to say it's craziness because I think a gift is a gift, and I think the whole thing about it is it depends on how you use it, whether you use it for light or dark. But that's up to the individual, not necessarily the fault of the gift. So for a lot of people, I feel like there could be some conflict where it's like I want to open it up, but I don't think it's right. I want to connect with my abilities, but I'm afraid of what people are going to say. For some of you, this could even be family members that may be bullying you. You don't burn those candles, don't chant those words, don't put yourself out there. So some of you may be going through this, and it could be too where a cleanse is needed. Maybe you're picking up negative energy from somebody around you that's making you feel kind of bad about what you can do. Won't apply to everybody, but for some people, they're going to be struggling and suffering through this because they're going to have a lot of people that are not going to connect with them and not support their growth. Now, for some earth signs, your clairaudience is opening up, and then we have, oh God, I can't even talk. We have spirit communicating with you. We have some energy that is going to be connecting in a way where it's trying to give you messages, trying to open you up, trying to help you grow. So for some of you, you're going to hear like something call your name. May start off with that. For some people, this could be ringing in the ear. For a few people, this may even be hearing whispers. Some people hear angelic sounds. Some people hear whispers. But what happens is you may hear a couple of words. Don't go down that street. Stop. Don't deal with that person. It's not going to be a big conversation at first. For some of you, it literally is just one word. Stop. Pay attention. For some of you, this could be a song or something that comes over and over and over again. And because it's dealing with your hearing, Spirit wants you to pay attention. Wants you to pay attention. And it could be the lyrics. And I think I shared this in the Libra reading because I used to hear a song for like months that would just come on every time I would get in the car, and it made no sense. And then I realized when I listened to the lyrics and wrote everything down, oh, it connects with this. This is how it connects to me. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're going to open this up, and it's going to be something that is maybe going to seem natural, because for some of you, you've been talking to yourself, or you felt like you were talking to yourself for a good part of your life, but you really have been talking to Spirit. So for some of you, I definitely feel like you are going to be connecting with Spirit. This could be your guides, this could be your angels, whatever deity, whatever God that you deal with. Some of you are getting communication from the Spirit or spirits, and they're saying pay attention. And I think for a lot of you, it's going to open up a lot more where when you're talking to people, you hear messages also coming in, and it's going to be part of your growth. That's going to be cool. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. I don't talk to myself. At least, no, I take it back. I do. All the time in my head. I'm always having conversations, asking questions, asking for guidance. So, yeah. So, some of you, I had to think about that because I was like, I don't talk to myself, but I do. Some of you definitely are connected to a shaman or a shaman tradition, medicine man, medicine woman. I'm getting somebody that definitely creates their own herbs. I feel like for some of you, and it's not going to apply to everybody, you're dealing with people or energy where people live very, very healthy lifestyles. There was very little meat with this energy that I'm feeling. So for some of you, this could be dealing with somebody who's vegan. You could be vegan. This could be part of your journey. This could be part of your spiritual growth. This is definitely somebody that comes from a bloodline. So you could be attached to certain tribes. You could be experiencing changes that are coming into your life because you're remembering who you are, who you're connected to. Some of you are called to be healers in this lifetime. And I feel like for a lot of you, you may delve into some type of holistic medicine, whether you're making your own herbs, balms, tinctures, salves, whatever it is. I feel like you're making your own or creating your own things to take Some of you may be taking care of your family this way, but I feel for some of you, this definitely is going more into a natural approach when it comes to your medicine, when it comes to what you do. There's also showing some growth where some of you may be in the medical field. You may be called to nursing or to even practice medicine. Some of you are even drawn to massage therapy or hands-on therapy, Reiki healing, and it's because you have been a healer before. So that spirit, that energy keeps calling out for you. Let's do this again. Let's help people again. So for some of you, you really are connecting with your bloodline, who you were. And some of you are really remembering how far or how knowledgeable, thank you, spirit, that we are. I'm getting medical intuitive with that. So for some of you, you may be of the rare kind, and there are people that can do this, that can touch people and be like, oh, you need to go get your gallbladder checked. Or there's certain people, just like there's certain dogs that can smell cancer. There's some people that can smell death. For a lot of you, I feel like you may understand or know when people are sick. Some of you may get that horrible title of the Grim Reaper in your family. Like every time she dream about somebody, they die. Or every time she says somebody is going to get sick, they get sick. And a lot of people are like, well, you're calling it into their lives or our lives. And it's really, you're not. Some of you are gifted where you can pick it up. You can smell it, you can feel it. There's a message that comes to you that this person is going to get sicker. It's time for this person to transition. So for some of you, you definitely have that gift and it just comes to you, you know. And for some of you, that takes us to claircognizance, where there are things that come that you just know. You don't know how you know it, but you know. You're living in Oregon and you hear about, or you have a dream about Aunt Susie in Hawaii on vacation. You know, she has a heart attack, she passes away. Maybe you saw this in a dream, maybe this came to you in a vision, but you know that there's something that's going to happen. Claircognizance is like, I just, spirit is saying, you know, they tell you, they give you the message and it prepares you. And it could be preparing you because maybe you're supposed to share this with other people before it happens to get them ready for it. So for some of you, you literally could be having issues where you are connecting with people, but you're connecting with people that may have an illness or a sickness, and it's because either you need to give them a message or you need to give their family or people around them a message. That one is not an easy gift because I think for some people, no one wants to be around a person that can see death. I don't want to have barbecue with you. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't even want to go have a drink with you. But if you have a dream about me, call me. Let me get my affairs in order. But sometimes with gifts, and it depends on how intense they are or what they connect to, you're going to see that some people gravitate towards you or some people really literally stay away from you, because and some of you are going to have people that stay away from you because they could be a little bit fearful of your gift. Here comes this big ass truck on this little ass street. So for some of you, definitely you are a medical intuitive, and it's something that is going to get stronger as you age. For a few of you, I definitely feel like you are probably, the more you open your gift or your spiritualism or your journey, whether this is spiritual or religion, some of you are going to have issues with family where they're going to be like, we don't support this. We don't do this anymore. This is going against your belief system. We're going to disown you if you do this, because I feel some of you are going to get bullied by people. And it could be just a certain percentage of people. But Spirit is saying be true to who you are, because no matter what it is, if you come from a bloodline, the bloodline is going to continue. Whether you decide to practice, if you don't, it moves on to your children, their children, but it always finds a way to continue. So for some of you, if you have a family that tried to cut that off, you may be opening yourself back up to it. You may be revisiting memories. Your claircognizance could be telling you that there's more to something than what you're really seeing at this point, and it opens you up to explore or investigate enough. But it is showing earth signs that a lot of you have a lot of spiritual growth that's coming through within this month, within this year, and it's making you look at things a little bit different, even if you didn't want to. So be prepared for the change. All right, you guys. Love you.